village under our protection. The village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Parmeran wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect...
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of...
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for them.
They're coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
Hey!
I, Palmerin de Launfal, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular Punch and Judy.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our...
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Seems to me they're unmoved.
You tried, my friend. We've talked enough. I challenge you all to combat. By my honor. For Toussaint. For Beauclair. By the crane, defend yourselves, harlots brutes.
Open the whore's son's eyes! He's ours! The cunt's ours!
Curses!
Defend yourselves, scoundrels!
Never learn.
Don't let him catch his breath!
Evildoers! Defend yourselves, scoundrels! Defend yourself, scoundrels! yourself, scoundrelin!
Honor! Perish, harlot's brutes!
What to say? For honor! Evildoers! Defend yourself, scoundrelin! Kill if you love the gods!
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's time.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition...
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the heart. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the star-crossed city's most gracious...
Shall you answer her?
Anna Henrietta Reed.
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time the Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics...
Might be the most fervent request that I... And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses...
Look. Some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also...
Beast wields black magic? What makes you...
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed it.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect. But of this beast, nothing is known. Save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like
An experienced tracker. This is what we need. With knowledge.
Mentioned a tourney.
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all. The beast could be a threat to others, not...
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can
So you accept the con?
We must set off at once. We long wanted this...
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post-haste to Toussaint!
Toussaint, the land of fluff and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair's changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
Watch out! I swore I'd kill a monster!
All for one and one for all!
And you all! Our name is not Milton de Payne! My lady! You watch out! I swore I'd kill a monster!
All for one and one for all!
Oh, glory of her grace! I shall make pate of you!
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, outfit it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to...
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this...
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any traps.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later.
That's it, Roach. Brave kid. Guillaume.
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around, make sure we didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Got guests. Careful.
My name is not Milton the Pirate Baron!
Not good. Not good. Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Junk, junk, and more junk. Footprints. See them? And a rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say. Nets were attached here. Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Gonna dive in, check the other nets. handkerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got a...
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water.
Delacroix? It cannot be.
Seems so.
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions, no matter the odds. Fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve.
I understand. We can talk later.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time. Such good fortune you found us. To serve Her Illustrious Highness is an honor. Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomred's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. Best cure for a watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Killer from the north, I say. What? With no lads great enough? Of course we have.
Yes, it turns out.
Two court clerks looking for help. Should be good coin to be made.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac-Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other.
Like Milton said, I've come from the north at the Duchess's behest.
Yes, but who are you?
Geralt is a witcher, a master of his trade. He has questions for you about the...
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke.
Ask, Geralt, please. Or we shall be here
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who they had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body.
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned it.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's...
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that...
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of...
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for...
So folk think the beast...
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs, where they were defenders of the...
Why, you...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost...
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds.
They say anything else about the beast?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring...
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney ground.
Not coming with? Oh yeah.
Some sort. Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Cup.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and...
Oh! What's in... Today, swilling wine, rolling in the hay.
Could replace...
Replace
Show me wait. Thanks.
La 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 la.
Well composed, Pate, I must admit.
Aim to hop on a horse after making merry? Don't even consider it. That is just root.
No, come, slow.
Four. Does the word mean anything to you?
Move it! That stench. Spores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good. Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Killed with a single blow. In the cellar, gotta be. Claw wounds. From 5 separate claws. Spread of a small human hand. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. Footprints fell down the stairs. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force. You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just... Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. creature? Nope. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Come on, Roach. Hey-ya!
Centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
Thank you.
Run, Roach.
Hey! Over here, please!
Enough to feed the...
Heard you calling.
I did. For we're neck.
Need a maid with a...
You Call...
First...
Not far now. Not far now. I knew we would agree.
You make mountains out of molehills, Vilna. I shall be better than fine.
I must insist, Count. You'll be much, much the safer with it.